Hello, I'm Louisa Gilmour, the 2026 Asiona Sydney Royal Ag Shows New South Wales Young Woman.
Before we get to all of that, let's just go back a little bit. Yep, that'll do. Hi, I'm Louisa. I'm the little one in the middle. Oh, yep, that one too. The one on the left is my brother James, but I'm sure most of you know him already. I grew up on our cattle, sheep and cropping property near Warialda, right up near the Queensland border, and we learnt very quickly to love the dust and the hard work, and of course, a quad. That wasn't the only thing. See, when you have a mum that's an artist and a dad that can bend bush poetry like no other, you sort of fall into the creative arts. I, however, jumped willingly and loved it. I learned any instrument I could get my hands on, and I just loved making stuff. I performed in the Opera House a few times, and I even made it overseas to sing and play for our European friends twice. When I finished school, I decided that I was going to make a very smart financial choice. You know, play it safe. I decided I was going to become a filmmaker. I started at Macquarie Uni in 2021 and then finished with 2 degrees 4 years later. Then, with a little luck and a whole lot of hard work, I managed to land a job at Spectrum Films at the Disney Studios lot, and that pretty much brings me back to now.
We're starting to employ more Australian creatives to tell Australian stories, and I think that's really exciting for rural people in particular, because finally we can start to put a spotlight back on the people that are making our country so special. If you look outside of our cities and our beaches, we have so many stories and so many beautiful people with stories worth telling, and I think now's the time that we need to tell them. Since the Sydney Royal, I've been fortunate enough to be invited to so many shows across the state, which I've been travelling to on the weekends, and they've honestly been such a phenomenal experience to meet the people, not only coming to the shows as visitors, but also the people that are working behind the scenes to make these events happen. It's such an incredible testament to the sheer love and passion that people in rural communities have for these events, that they are still held after years and years and decades of history, still held to such a high regard. Ag shows are such a pillar in all rural communities, and they're that opportunity for people to come off their properties, come into town, meet, mingle, share knowledge, share wisdom with new generations, and it's been phenomenal to see that across the state, and not only in my hometown of Warialda. It has been such an honour and such a privilege to wear this sash and to carry the title of the 2026 Young Woman, and it extends much further beyond myself as an individual. I've found that travelling around to these shows and talking to other young women that are going through the program, or just young people in general, has been extremely rewarding, and is a true testament to the future generation of the agricultural industries and ag shows as a whole. It is such an honour to follow on from the path that Cassie Bush and all previous young women and showgirls have paved throughout the rich history of the Showgirl and Young Woman program. I hope that I can do them all proud. A massive thanks to all the sponsors and all the people that put hours and hours of work into making sure that programs like these continue. It's no small feat, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. With that being said, enjoy the rest of the conference celebrating Ag Shows 2026.